Hello, welcome to Lovely Rose Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing the readings for earth signs, air signs, fire signs, and water signs. So I think I'm going to start off with the earth signs. If you don't know, earth signs are Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So we're going to see what's in store for you guys through the end of January to the beginning of February. So we'll say the 31st to, let's see, the 7th of February. This is my first video on here. I'm excited. And just to let you guys know, if you guys don't resonate with me, that's fine. There's other YouTube channels that you guys can go watch and stuff, but for whoever does, please stay tuned. And see, ooh, that one flew. That's good. We got good energy in here today. Okay, now they're just coming out. So, I'm going to get these cards that fell. Don't mind me, I'm sorry. Okay, 1 second. There's a card that went underneath, so hold on. Okay. Okay, guys, sorry. So whatever that card was, it just decided to go under. So let's get started. My lights, any good lighting in here? Okay. Whew. So I think I'm gonna pull at least like 2 more cards. So earth sign from January 31st to February 7th. What do we have for earth signs? If anything, if no other cards come out, then I'm just gonna do these cards, and that's what the universe wants us to do. So I'll shuffle 2 more times, and if nothing comes out, then so this is like a beginning of the month, end of the month, and beginning of the month. So okay. So we got the 2 of Pentacles, money confusion, juggling 2 situations or ideas around. So right now you guys may be in this space where you have two situations, and it could be 2 jobs that you're confused about, you don't know which one to go to, or it could even be 2 people. And it could be that you're confused about it. You know, you're confused about the person or which one to choose. And after that card, we have the Lovers in reverse. So the Lovers is Gemini. This is the Gemini card. So love affairs, romance building, again within marriage, relationships, relatives, loving relationships you could share with a friend. And it's in reverse. So with reverse, I like to explain to the people I read to is you don't always have to take it as it being in reverse, okay? So if you resonate to it this way, as it being love affairs and romance and building within marriage and stuff, if you believe in that, and if you feel that's what it is, then that's what it is. And only you'll know. You'll get this feeling and you're like, no, I'm feeling that way. And that's how you're gonna know. But if it's in reverse, then obviously it means the opposite. So right now, I think it's because that you're doing this, you're juggling with 2 people, and it's making it hard for you to be happy. You're having to choose between two people, you know? That's very stressful. And even like with a job, having to choose between two of them, that's very stressful. And even like, you know? Okay, so then we got the star. Brightness and hope could bring excesses, so be careful not to become too greedy. So when you come to choosing this person or to choosing this job, don't just think of it as how it's going to benefit you, but in a way, don't become too greedy about it. If you know that that person is not what you should, that is not what you need, and you just want them, and you know that the other person's better for you, don't do that. Because I'm sorry guys, it's just because like you don't want to choose the wrong person, or you don't want to choose the wrong thing, you know? You want to make the right decision, and just keep in mind that whoever you choose or whatever you choose, that don't become too greedy about it, you know? So that's just something to think about. I hope you resonate with that. I'm gonna try to pull one more card because 3 cards is, I don't know if that's enough for you guys, but if anything, let's try the shuffle a couple times. Any more advice for the earth signs? Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Excuse me. Do we have any more signs for... Any more signs, I'm sorry. Do we have any more advice for earth signs? Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Any more advice that you want the earth signs to know, or they should be aware of? Okay, here we go. It's like these 2 cards. These cards just want to fall. They're like coming out. So this one fell first, okay? So this one's the Wheel of Fortune. Elevation of money, overseas trip, and completion phases. And then you got the Knight of Swords. A young man at 25 years, speedy situation or finish, okay? So basically, what I'm getting from this, and I'm sorry, I'm just looking at some notes, but as I was saying, when you look at this, like, you're gonna complete. You're gonna pick who you need to pick. You're gonna make a decision, and it may be the right decision and it may not be. But I think because the Wheel of Fortune, you know, elevation of money, overseas trip, completion phases, you're making the right decision, and you're overcoming the stressfulness and having to choose and all that, you know. And then you got the Knight of Swords. This could be a person in your life, or this could even be you, you know? This could be you. You could be, you're just tired of having to stress about stuff, you know, and you just want to finish it, and that's it, you know? So that's how you could look at it. Okay, so these right here, they're my Moonology cards, and they're oracle cards. So these help like clarify and give you advice. So like basically I'll shuffle them, and whatever comes out will come out and stuff. So, and this is the little booklet that it comes with. These are my favorite cards. It's the case. These are my favorite, like to do oracle, you know. So please give me some advice for earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Okay, that's a little bit too much. Sounds like something bad. That's a little bit too much though. What would you like earth signs to know? What do the earth signs need to know? What advice do they need? What advice can you give them? And you guys, I will be starting, so right now this is just my first video, of course. So I'm like, you know, it's my first video, like, I might as well make it fair and do all the signs, because, you know, I don't want to just do one sign and then, like, whoever watches, it's not their sign and they can't even, like, resonate with it, you know? So this is my first video, so I've decided to do all the signs. And then eventually, like, I will be doing, you know, your guys' signs separate. I will be doing, like, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius videos separately, you know, so they'll be coming separate. So make sure you guys put on your post notifications so, like, you guys can know when I post. These cards just love falling. 1 second, guys. Okay, so wow. So we got a time to give rather than take, okay? So new moon in Virgo. Okay. Virgo. How weird is that? We get an earth sign card in here, as you know. So that's cool. Okay. So, a time to give rather than take, okay? So, when this card comes up, it's time for you to take stock of your situation. Where are you and where do you want to go? The new moon energy of this card suggests a restart, and the Virgo energy suggests you make the restart a clever one that's simple and well organized. Virgo also has a strong health aspect to it. So if you've been unwell, this card suggests that your health is on the up. Virgo loves Virgo loves clean eating and alternative therapies. So add these to your routines now. However you've been feeling. I'm sorry, I can't read today. If a situation is blocked at the moment, it could be that you're overanalyzing things or being too critical. It's time to ask less what someone else can do for you and to think more about what you can do for others. So we commit to healthy morning and everyday and evening routines. So gradual improvements are coming. Pay attention to detail if you want success. And be of service to others, and love and money will follow. Okay? The person you are asking about is reliable. Virgo is the sign of health, service, and analyst. Its energy is precise and has the feel of harvest about it. When this card comes up, it could be a wonderful bounty is coming your way. However, the energy of new moon in Virgo is usually about getting your life in order. So that's what you need to do at the time of the Virgo new moon and whenever else you pull this card. Okay, so basically that makes sense because let me tell you why I think it makes sense. So basically you're going through this thing where you were juggling 2 people, you know, and you're 2 people or work or whatever it is, you know, you're juggling this stuff and it's overwhelming and stuff. And you know, in order to get, you have to give. You know, things don't just come right away or easy. You know, you have to work for what you want. You have to work for your career. You have to work for your relationship. You have to work for the person that you want, as in they have to work for you too, you know. But if you don't give that energy and if you don't give the effort, then you're not going to get it back, you know. And I think that's why you got the Star card, because don't become too greedy, you know. You expect it. You expect getting money. Because you work, of course, but like you have to do to get, you know. And I think at the end of the day, you know, and it seems as if you're gonna get it, you know. And it's just, I think this is just a card, and this is just a place, like, to tell you, like, remain humble no matter what, you know. to the person you pick, you know, or the job you pick, or whatever the case is, you know. Remain humble and remember why you chose that, you know. You didn't just choose it because of good pay. You didn't just choose them because of their looks or because, you know, this and that. You chose them for a reason, and you have to remember why, okay? And I think that's something that's gonna help you. And I know you wanted to get this over with and just make a decision right away, but make sure you make the right decision. And make sure, you know, that you're humble. So you guys, for my earth signs, I hope you like that. Let me know if you resonated with it, okay? So we're gonna be moving on to air signs, okay? So if y'all didn't know, I'm an air sign. I am a Gemini. So air signs: Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, okay? So just in case you guys didn't know. But okay, so let me just shuffle them. Okay, hold on. I know you want to come out right away, but wait. Okay, we're just gonna shuffle because I want to start. Okay, so as of right now, we're going to air signs. So please give us a clear view reading for the air signs. What do we need to know? What do air signs need to know? What do they have to look forward to? Okay. From the ending of January 31st to the beginning of February to the 7th, okay? What do air signs have to know? What should air signs be looking forward to? Okay. Air signs. What do air signs have to look forward to from the ending of January 31st to the beginning of February 7th? These cards just love making me bend down for them. Jeez, I get it. Okay, so the first card to fall out was the Chariot. So, yeah, and I'm going to be doing love readings and stuff like that, and if you guys want, I'm so down to be doing personal readings. I love doing personal readings, you know? I really love reading tarot cards. I don't know why. It just comes to me, and I feel really connected with the universe and the moon especially. I'm really connected to the moon. I'm just like, I don't know, I'll just be like looking. I just like to go outside and look at the moon and be like, oh, how's the moon looking today, you know? It's just something like I have to do. I'm really attracted to it. I think that's why I love my Moonology card so much, because I just am attracted to it. And by the way, this video is going to be long, and I'm sorry. Okay. What do we need to know for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius from the ending of January 31st to the beginning of February 7th? What do we need to know? What do we need to know for air signs? What advice do you need to give air signs? I'm so excited. Okay guys, okay. Yeah, so like I was saying, if you guys want, I'm sorry, I just spaced it out. But if you guys want a personal reading, let me know. I will be doing personal readings. Like I said, I really enjoy them and stuff. So I will leave my email and the link so you guys will be able to get a hold of me. And I'll leave my Instagram and stuff like that, you know? So okay, one more. 1, 2, 3, card. Let's see if we can get one more card. One more card for air signs. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. What do air signs have to know from the ending of January 31st to the beginning of February to the 7th? What do we have to know here? Okay, that's good. Thank you. Okay, guys. So, the first card that fell out is the Chariot. Movement of resonance, journey, victory over a situation or problem, balancing the opposite polarities, okay? I don't know if you guys can see it. Sorry, it's dark. But this is basically getting over something that's like bothered you, you know. It could be something could have been bothering you for the past weeks, months, you know, whatever. You know, sometimes things last with us, and like it hurts us, and sometimes, geez, I can't talk. Sometimes it's hard for us to get over certain things, you know. But right now, you're going to be moving on. You're going to be happy, basically, you know. Like, you're gonna be better, I guess I could say. And then we got the Temperance. So the Temperance card is Sagittarius, okay? So this could be a Sagittarius in your life. You never know. So, and it's in reverse. So it says Temperance. Money restrictions, testing the waters. You're not going to be having any money restrictions. Your money's going to be coming in, you know? It's going to be flowing and stuff. You're not going to have any restrictions around you, you know? And then we got the Three of Swords, okay? So, the Three of Swords is deception, frustrations, jealousy, and a broken heart. But it's in reverse. So, you are not having a broken heart. And if you did, it's healed. It's healing, you know? And I think that's why this was the first card to come up. The Chariot. Because movement of resonance, journey, victory over a situation, you know? You're winning your victory over becoming hurt. You're overcoming that, you know, like you're not hurt anymore and stuff, and you don't have no jealousy around you, you know. You're not jealous. You don't have nothing in your heart to feel like that. You don't have no deception. You don't have no frustrations. Your heart is not broken. Your heart is whole again, okay? It's everything is coming back together. You are starting to feel whole again. You are starting to feel good again. And even though you have your days, and that's everybody. Like I say, everybody has their days, you know. Some days can hit you harder than others. And it can be when you least expect it, you know. And you could be fully over it. You could be fully over it. But it's just some days it could just like, you know, bother you. Or whatever. And then you got the Five of Cups. Money losses. All is not lost if you look behind you. You may have something to salvage. So, I feel like, I'm sorry, this is going to give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Even though you are feeling whole again, and even though you're going to have those days where you're like feeling like, you know, you just have to remember on those days, this is it. On those days that you're feeling like that, and that you feel like hurt still a little bit, and you're like, no, I'm not over it. You're over it. Your heart is healed. And you need to remember that, and you need to keep that in your head. I'm good, you know. You're good, and you're going to be good. And you just don't, whenever you have those days, don't let this mess interfere with how you really feel. You know you're really happy. You know you're really you know you're really, I'm sorry, I don't know what the, you know that you're really like good. You're good. And don't let those bad days like just creep up on you, you know? Like you look behind you and like don't let, oh, it's guys, I don't know why I'm having a hard time right now, but you just need to remember that when you move forward and when you just go on, when you move on, you know, you have more better things, and that's what's behind him, and that's why it's telling you, you know, that's why it's saying you have something to salvage. You have more better things coming your way, you know, and you just got to keep that in your mind. And that could even be for a relationship, you know. You need to, you guys have your problems, you know, but at the end of the day, you need to move forward. You know, if you guys want to be in a relationship and you love this person and you know that they're your soulmate and you know that you love them, don't let the past interrupt what's going on in the present, okay? Let the past stay in the past. And the future, what it has to hold, is better, you know? Of course, everybody's gonna have spilled cups and stuff. But that's how we get what? That's how we get. Okay, so we go through bad to get good. You need to go through things to get good, you know? And perfect. After that card, we have the Emperor. Stability or establishing influence coming into your life. This, the Emperor, you know? And this is Aries. So, Aries, and you guys necessarily, when I say Aries or Sagittarius, you know, keep in mind that that doesn't necessarily have to be the sign of the person that you're with or whatever, you know. It could be in their charts, you know, because all of us have 3 signs. So mine is Gemini, Leo, and Virgo. Those are my signs. So just keep in mind that these necessarily don't have to be the sign of the person that you're with or that you're talking to, you know? So just keep that in mind. So don't be like, oh, no. Okay? And so after all that, after like the 5 of Cups, after your down days, you know, you're gonna pick yourself back up. And like I said, you got this. You're going to get it. You know, you're going to get over it. You're going to move past it. You're going to be happy with your partner. You're going to be able to come to a new beginning with your partner and be happy with them because you're letting the past go. You're not letting the past become your future. Okay? And I think that's good. So, can you please give us any advice that we need for the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius? What advice will they need to know from January 31st to February 7th? I think this is good. I think you guys are finally happy. And you guys are you know, you guys are going to become in a good place and you're going to be stable, you know? You're going to be stable with that person. You're going to be stable with work, yourself, you know? And it's not necessarily mean you have to be in a relationship. If you know, it could be with anything. Okay. Oh, jeez. So we got North Node. Step out of your comfort zone, okay? Can you see that? So, let's see what this one says for us. I'm gonna actually drink some water. I'm thirsty. Let's see. Okay. Step out of your comfort zone, okay? So, there's a strong feeling when you get this card that it's time to leave the past behind. Somehow, because you are headed in the right direction, if you want to be happy and fulfilled, you need to get going towards doing the things that scare you, within reason. This card is all about living your life purpose, which is possibly what you've been asking about. It's urging you it's urging you to dare to do something different with your life and your direction, to take action. So are you willing to follow through and lead the life you're incarnated to live? If you finally find the courage to make the leap, there's a good chance you'll come to ask yourself, why did I wait so long? I know I'm headed in the right direction. You're headed for something which feels like destiny. You need to face the fear and get over it. Time to stop obsessing about someone or something. Stand on your own 2 feet. You've got this. The North Node is where the moon crosses the ecliptic going north. It's a karmic point on the horoscope chart. Shows us what we need to do and where we need to go within our life to find satisfaction, fulfillment, and happiness. The North Node is karmic astrological point that remains us. Okay, so discover new oceans. We have to be prepared to lose sight of the shore. So basically that's good, you guys. This is good. Okay, so you have, the chariot and stuff and all this and that. And you finally are getting over who you need to go over, what you need to get over, And that's good. And you're becoming stable and exactly like it says, step out of your comfort zone. You need to live your life, you need to be happy with this person, go do things, go do different things, just remember what life is about. Life is about living, and remember, to be happy, and don't always let these days or whatever get in the way. You got this. So I'm gonna hold up the cards. Let's see if I could fit them all. I can't, I don't think. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you. So we got the Chariot, which was our first card, the Temperance, 3 of Swords in reverse, 5 of Cups, and the Emperor. And then, of course, step out of your comfort zone. Okay? So I hope you guys liked that. I hope you guys resonated to that, of course. Let me know in the comments if you did. Okay. So let me just shuffle this real quick so we don't get the same cards. Honestly, I don't know why I just did that. I never shuffled these cards like that, and I don't know. That was weird. I should not have did that. Oh, man. It's okay. Okay. I was thinking about shuffling these ones. I think that's what happened. Okay. On to fire signs. Fire signs. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, okay? You're an Aries and a Leo and Sagittarius, and you are a fire sign. What do Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius have to know from the ending of the month, January 31st, to the beginning of the month, to February 7th? Okay. Fire signs. What do the fire signs have to look forward to, and what do they have to know? What advice can you give them? And whoa, that one did like a little flip. I need to get comfortable. My leg is like falling asleep over here. Okay, good. Of course, how to fall under the... So I'm doing this on my vanity. And it falls underneath, and I have to like get all the way under there. I'm like, oh my god. You're like, I'm not gonna make this reading easy for you. Your first reading is going to be a challenge, and I am okay with that. Okay. Fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What do they have to look forward to from the ending of January 31st to the beginning of February to the 7th, 2019? What do my fire signs have to have in mind? Keep in mind, okay, not that much, you guys. Sorry about that. Jeez, these glasses, like, so I'm wearing false eyelashes and they don't go with glasses. I'm like, I need to get contacts. Okay, we're gonna do 3 more shuffles, and if nothing wants to come out, then don't come out. We'll do 3 cards, but is 3 cards enough? What do my fire signs have to know? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What do they have to know? Okay, 1 more. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What do they have to know? What do they have to look forward to? Okay. No. Stop it. Okay, hold on. Okay, I think we got more than enough. My light turns off whenever I'm not in the frame of it. And oh wow, 2 fell out of here. If I would have known that, I wouldn't even have done these. You guys are gonna have a little bit of an extra clear view reading, I guess. So, good. Okay. Wow. Okay. So, 5 of Swords. Losses. All is not lost, as you still have 3 swords remaining, giving you the upper hand. So, whatever situation you're going through, just know that you still have 3 swords left. You still have chances to fight this and more opportunities coming your way. Just because something didn't work out does not mean that that's the end of it. That is the end of the world. You know, you need to keep that in mind. That just because something doesn't work out or because you have a bad day, that does not mean that it's the end of the world. You need to keep going, and you need, you know, 9 of Wands. Undecided. Need to take a step out of the situation, then you will see more clearly. So this is 9 of Wands is in reverse, okay? That's how it came out, in reverse. And you may not have to take a step out to see, you know, to see anything about any situation. You know, you're just gonna be like, no, that was a loss and that's it. You know, you're done. Sorry, you can hear the siren. But you're done, you're done going over the situation over and over again. You know, it's time that you need to just let it go. And, you know, that's what you can do. And then you got the 2 of Wands. Short journey. A movement to or near water. So you're going to be moving, like I said, you need to move on from it. You need to move forward from it, you know? And this is a short journey, you know, you may need to take a break, or you may need to, for a weekend, you know, like meditate, even a break, a short journey, you know, do what you have to do to keep yourself on a positive mind and always keep positive thinking. And then you got the Sun. Marriage, happiness, and bright prospects. Okay? It's in reverse. So, right now, you're not really happy. You know what you're capable of. You know you could be happier. And as of right now, you're just not really happy. You know, whatever that loss was, it was hard. And it hit home, and it I wouldn't say it broke your heart, but like it was hard. It's hard for you, you know? And I understand that, like, especially if it's a person, when you love somebody, you know? It's hard just to let go. And it's hard just to just wake up the next day, or wake up the next, you know, whatever, and just be happy and smile, you know? And honestly, it takes a long time to get over a person or a situation, because we're human. We have feelings, you know? Our hearts hurt, and some people's hearts heal faster than others, and some need more time. And that's perfectly fine, you know, especially if you love this person with everything you got, and you thought this person was going to be your marriage, and if this person gave you happiness, you know, people do give other people happiness. Of course you can make yourself happy. You know, you don't need a person to be happy. But it's just the fact that this person made you happy just by them smiling, you know? Just by them being there, just by them being next to you in the same room with you. You know, that made you happy. And it can get taken away like all like that, you know? But you need to remember, you can't let that take over you. You need to let that go. And it's hard, and I understand. I know it's easier said than done. But it's just something that you need to do. And then you got the High Priestess. Okay? So, the High Priestess is the highest card in the tarot deck. Very powerful, good or bad. Secrets to be revealed. So maybe with this loss, with this person that you don't talk to anymore, or the situation that you lost, whatever it is, you know, like, the truth is gonna come out on why you lost them, or how you lost them, or why this loss was a loss. Maybe you didn't really know why or what, you know, and that's what it's gonna come. And remember, the truth always comes out, always. They can try to hide it as hard as they want, you know, whatever, but at the end of the day, it's gonna come out. And sorry, not sorry, that's how the universe works. So, you know, we just gotta live with it and accept it. And, you know, you're gonna be good though. This Three of Wands, you got the Three of Wands. Travel overland, serving your kingdom, you know, you're gonna, whatever comes out, you know, whatever good or bad, whatever secrets that are revealed, you're going to feel better, and you're going to, I think you're going to focus on you again. You're gonna make it about you again. You're gonna, you know what you need, you know, it's gonna be about you again, you know, and you're gonna get stability. And then we got the Knight of Pentacles. Young man to 25 years, visitors, message to share. This person could possibly try to be coming back into your life. Okay? I'm trying to look. I'm just trying to look because I'm like, what? It doesn't really have a sign in here like all the other readings did. Because I have this, I'm going to show you guys this. I have this in my notebook, and it has the air signs and stuff, and it has what card connects with them, you know? So that's what I was looking at right now, but I don't know. So the Knight of Pentacles, young man to 25 years. So it could be a guy, you know, obviously, or a girl. It doesn't necessarily have to be a guy. It could be a girl too, you know, whatever. A message to share. So, and he's gonna offer you something, you know, and it can even be job related. It could even be a raise, you know, because the Pentacles, look at the Pentacle. He's holding a Pentacle. He wants to offer you something. It can be love, it can be money, you know, but I think it's money because you got the Eight of Pentacles, work, paid work. And look, this is you. You're focusing on yourself, so you're deciding that you need to get back on there. You need to get back on the grind. You need to do it again. You know, you need to get back to where you are. You can't let this come into your life, and you can't let the hurt and everything just take over you, and the sadness, you know, you, even though it's a lot and stuff, you need to make sure that you're stable and that you're doing you. You need to do you. You need to worry about yourself. You can't worry about other people, you know? You need to worry about yourself. You need to survey your kingdom. And it's gonna take time. It's gonna take time to rebuild all of that, you know? And that's only, of course, you know? But just know that you have good things coming. In order to receive hurt and pain at the end of the day, even though you get that hurt and pain and it sucks, you know, it's okay. Good things are to come. Okay, so that was a long reading, and I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry it was a long, but a lot of cards fell out, and I didn't really want to put them back because I didn't want you guys to not. I think this is what you guys needed to hear, or, you know, whatever. So, yeah. So, for my fire signs, do you have any advice? You guys got 2 cards. Oh, good. Good. Don't let your past hold you back. I'm going to say that again. Don't let your past hold you back. Okay? It's time to... How weird. Take time to breathe out. Okay? It's hard, you guys. I know. And when I say I know. But it's okay, you guys. You guys have better things coming, you know, and don't let it take over you. You're stronger than that. You are strong. Okay. Okay, so how funny. You know, I think it was air or earth. They had the north node. This one's the south. So how funny is that? Okay. So I think it was air, and Libra is an air, so y'all guys know. Okay. The south node, like the north node, is a karmic point, but it's opposite to the north node and relates to the past, perhaps even to the past lives. Whatever you're going through and whatever you're asking about, there is a chance that the age-old programming and conditioning is stopping you from achieving all that you might. Do you feel stuck in something? This card will often come as a sign that the situation or relationship you're asking about has somehow become suffocating, even toxic. It suggests that someone, you even, needs to be released. That there's some kind of addiction going on or unhealthy attachment that needs to be sorted out. One thing for sure is, when you're getting this card, you're being challenged to make some changes, even if staying where you are feels easier and safer. I release the past. Sorry, this lipstick's bugging me. A relationship is karmic and has played out across many lifetimes. Your attraction to someone may be verging on the obsessive. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Okay? The south node is where the moon crosses the ecliptic going south on the horoscope chart, and it shows us what we're likely to become obsessed with, but which will probably do us little or no good. The south node is the karmic astrological point that reminds us of the well-known phrase. If you always do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always got. Okay? So, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you always got. So, in order to break that, don't repeat the past. If this person tries coming and offering you a relationship or a friendship, or even if that, don't do it. You need to let it go. Don't hang on to the past. And you need to let it go, because at the end of the day, it's going to be the same thing over and over again, and at the end of the day, you're going to be the one that's suffering, not them. And I'm sorry to say it like that, but that's how it is, Then we got to take time to breathe out. Where is? There you are, 34. Okay. Stop turning off. I'm right here. Take time to breathe out. The intensity of the full moon has abated. And what are we left with? That's what this card is asking you. It suggests that the situation you are asking about has now peaked, and it's time for you to regroup and learn from your experiences rather than blindly forging ahead. Have faith that what is happening is for the best. Try to accept the way things are now and give yourself and others time out to relax. Breathe. We can't be on all the time. If you feel you've hit an obstacle or even failed in some way, now is the time to reflect on how to do things differently next time. Be honest with yourself if you feel bad about your current situation, and then remind yourself that life goes in cycles. This is what you could tell yourself. I am where I am, and it's okay. You should know where you stand either now or very soon. You need to take some time out for your own good. It's time for you to share your wisdom and experience with someone else, avoiding falling into a slump. Okay? Give yourself some time off and think about what has passed. Okay? So you need to focus on yourself. Make yourself happy. No, those people, that person, you love them and stuff, but are they here to make you happy? No. Obviously not, because you're not happy, And it's hard, it's hard. I understand. But you guys got this, okay? Keep a positive mind. You got this. Don't just drown yourself, Don't drown yourself with your thoughts. And if you have any thoughts, relax, meditate, don't think about it. You're going to be okay. Okay? Thank you. Now, these are a lot, you guys. I'm already an hour in almost. It's okay. So what are our water signs have in store? Water signs. Come on. Water signs. Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. What do they have to look forward to? From the ending of January 31st to the beginning of February 7th, through the 7th, okay? The beginning of February to the 7th. What do the water signs have to look forward to? What do the water signs have to look forward to? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay, so please give us any advice or what they should be looking forward to from this time period. January 31st to February 7th, 2019. What do these signs have to look forward to? Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Okay. Something, which I love it though, because at least I'm getting some cards out and it's great, the energy is great. I'm feeling great, this is great. I can't believe I'm finally doing something that I love, actually, not love. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards right now. I'm gonna see if we're gonna shuffle 2 more times. Okay, 2 more times. 1, 2. Okay. That's enough. Okay. All right. So, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Oh no, Knight of Swords. Knight of Pentacles, what is that? What is even on here? Oh, and this one I didn't even see. Okay, so what I'm getting from this, you have more than one card saying frustrations. Frustrations, 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 frustrations. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cards, actually. Okay, and what's funny is that they are like 1, 2, they're right next to each other, and the other 2 are right next to each other too, you know? You guys are frustrated. So, okay, the Knight of Swords. A young man to 25 years, speedy situation or finish. Okay. This could be you. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be, but it could be you. 3 of Swords. Oh, no. What is going on here? Stop. 3 of Wands. Travel overland, surveying your kingdom. 7 of Wands. Frustrations you are able to overcome. Your frustration. Okay, you're over to become. Frustrations. You are able to overcome your frustrations. You're on top of the situation. Okay? So that's good. I just like saw the frustrations and I was like, oh my god. There's like more than I don't know why it just like that just came out to me, but it's just weird. Anyways, so what? Okay. So you're over to become this frustrations. You know, you have these frustrations, but you're conquering them. You know, whatever it is, difficulties, you know, 9 of Swords, tears and frustrations, letting go of emotion. You know, because you're letting go of that emotion, you're, even though, okay, listen. You are at a point in your life where you are becoming stable again, and where you are building up yourself again. You are building again for yourself, you know? And because of that, there's obstacles and things that are going to frustrate you and stuff. But that's okay, because you're like, nope, that's not going to take me down, you know? And if it does, not right now, I'm going to overcome it, you know? You're going to overcome it. And then you got the 9 of Swords. Not right now, but later when you're laying down in bed and late night thoughts, it's going to come to you, and you're going to remember why you're frustrated and stuff, and you're going to think about them and overthink, you know? And it's okay to overthink, and it's okay to be like this. But to an extent, it's okay to let the tears out and emotions, because sometimes you just need to let it out. Sometimes you just need to cry, you know? I honestly, like, whenever I'm feeling like I get anxiety and like it's in my chest and stuff, but I know I need to let it out. And the way I let it out is I cry. Because there is no other way I can let it out. I can't let it out by talking about it. I don't want to talk about it, you know? And there's nothing I can say about it. I can just feel it, and I just need to let it out. And maybe that's something you need to do. Just let it out. And it's okay. And you're letting go of the emotions. You're letting go of the negativity. You're letting the frustration out. You know, you're not holding it in. And that's what happens. That's why you need to cry, because you have all of this built up. And it just needs to come out. And let it flow. Let it flow. Who's it gonna hurt, you know? Might make your eyes a little puffy, but that's okay. You can sleep it off, you know. You can sleep it off anyways. I know I love to sleep when I cry after I'm done. But just know that it's okay to let the tears come out, okay? So, this one I'm holding. This is the Lovers, okay? Lovers. So, Love affairs, romance building again within marriage, relationship, relatives, loving relationships. You could share with a friend. So you're going through this phase where you're building your life. You're accomplishing things. You know, you're doing things good, and you feel overwhelmed. And maybe because right now you're taking the time, at this point you're taking the time to build on yourself. And when you do this, you don't always have time for other people. You try to make time, but you know, time just like it comes and goes. It doesn't stay forever. We can't pause it. Hold on, wait. You know, no, it doesn't. You know, and because of that, that's probably why you're frustrated too. But at the end of the day, you and your partner and yourself, you're gonna be strong. You know, you have love. You have the love. You're starting to get, things are starting to come together, and they are going to come together. You know, it's all gonna come together. And then we got the Ace of Swords, frustrations, double-edged sword, hollow victory. This one I want to clarify, okay? I'm sorry, but I'm gonna clarify it. So let's do that right now. I'm gonna get these cards. Can you please clarify the Ace of Swords for water signs, Pisces, Cancers, and Scorpio? What does the Ace of Swords have to mean? Okay. How funny, you guys. Guess what it is? Guess. It's the Ace of Wands, okay? New beginnings, birth, new ideas, creation, okay? Great, you guys. Oh my god. Okay, so like, when I meant by clarifying it, like, which means like I'm gonna see what else this card has, what other meaning it has to it, okay? Because I didn't really understand, like, okay, so like, what does this mean, you know? So because of that, that's why I shuffled and this card flew out. And it's the Ace of Wands. New beginnings, birth, new ideas, creations, okay? Because you are building your kingdom. You are going to, you have the love, you have love. You have new beginnings coming and stuff. But new beginnings are good. Great, even. You know, they're amazing. And it can just sometimes feel like it's a lot. And that's why we have the Eight of Swords. You're going back to feeling frustrated, you know. You're going back to not fully letting go of those emotions. You're still holding on to them. And it's to the point where it's making you feel bound, engaged, and you're feeling like this person right here. Okay? Oh guys, I didn't say anything because I'm sorry. I was just looking, but the Lovers card is Gemini. Okay? Just so y'all know. But the Eight of Swords, frustrations, feeling bound, engaged. Okay, so keep in mind that new beginnings and stuff, it's great, it's amazing. And it's with anything in life. You're gonna be feeling frustrated. Anything can get you frustrated, you know? But you're just gonna have to find a way to deal with it. And if crying or meditating or whatever it is helping you deal with it, then deal with it. But deal with it in the right way, you know? And if talking helps you deal with it, then talk. Talk to your significant other. Talk to a friend. Talk to your mom. Talk to your brother, your sister, you know? Talk to somebody that truly understands you and that you know that you can trust, you know? So, any advice for water signs? Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Any advice for water sign? Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Advice from January 31st to February 7th, 2019. Any advice for Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio water sign? any advice. I hope you guys like this. Okay. So, we got a new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Okay? I love Libras. I love them. My sister is Libra, and I think Libras and Geminis, like, they just get along so good together. I know that has nothing to do with you guys, but Libras are like, why am I shuffling this? I don't know. I meant to grab the book. Libras they're great. My cousin's a Libra too. So I'm blessed with 2 Libras in my life. My sister and my cousin. $54. Can you guys hear Moonlight? My cat. She's like, I love her too. 54. Wait, I'm not done. I'll tell you when I'm done, Mir. Okay. So, a new romantic cycle begins. Give and take could well be the answer to whatever dilemma you're asking about. Compromise may be called for. It's time to start negotiating or even renegotiating. When the new moon in Libra comes up, there's a restart for you and for someone else. A new relationship could be beginning, and if that's the case, the chances are this will be a healthy and well-balanced connection. And anything you do after pulling this card, doing it in pairs is advised, such as teaming up with someone in business or in your personal life. Libra is the sign of relating, and this card suggests that whoever is at the heart of the issue you're addressing is someone who will be open to talking things through. Avoid being selfish. It won't get you anywhere at this time. Reach out to someone and let them know you care. Feel more. Think less. Marriage or engagement is on this card. A legal matter will go your way. Pay some attention to your appearance, but don't be all about appearance. Libra is a sign of love and harmony, negotiation, and relationships. It is harmonious, kind of luxurious, and always aiming for balance. So when you have the new moon in Libra, or at any time you draw this card, there's a restart possible for anything and everything connected to partnerships, negotiations, appearances, and justice. Remember that Libra is depicted by set of scales. This energy wants to bring things back to equilibrium. Okay? So, you and your partner are going to be happy. You know, at the end of the day, with the frustrations and all, you're going to be happy, you know? And that's good. You need to be happy. But let me tell you, don't let the frustrations take you over. Okay? Because that will literally not be the death of you, but in a way, yes, because you're letting that take you over. You need to remember who you are, remember what you want, and do what makes you happy, and love, you know, love yourself, love the people around you, you know? You guys got good, okay? Alrighty, I'm gonna put these away. So, thank you guys. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if I resonated with you, which I hope I did. So, thank you guys, and I will be posting again soon. I'm not sure yet, but I will definitely let you guys know. So if you guys want, you guys can add me. I'll put my Snapchat, my Instagram, and my Facebook and stuff like that, just so you guys know, and my email, of course, if you guys want a personal reading, okay? So just so you guys know, yeah, sorry guys, I'm like, I'm so happy I did this, but thank you guys, and give this video a like and subscribe. Thank you.